Welcome to the India International Hospitality Expo 2020, IHE 2020 Conclave. We have quite a lineup of conferences and discussions within this conclave. And one of the most important sessions, as always, is the Housekeeping Forum. And we are fortunate to actually have one of the housekeeping vendors as a supporter of our event. We've got Akash Rathore. He represents Exposys. Have I got the name? Akash, what is the name of a company? It is X.
The name of the company is X Sony Systems Private Limited.
X Sonys, yeah, okay. So I was a little, having a little difficulty with the name. So X Sonic System Private Limited. He'll talk about it. They're a provider of laundry equipment. So we have in our midst Smita Rathore from Novotel Pullman, New Delhi Aerocity. We have Samuel Ozair from Fairmont Jaipur, and we've got Deepthi Jose from Novotel Chennai. Of course, Novotel has many. Chennai has many Novotels. Deepthi, what is the name of the road where you are located? It's a historic road, isn't it? Deepthi, you have to unmute yourself.
It's Novotel Chennai Chemias Road.
Chemias Road. Chemias Road is also, I think, where you have the famous Anoki store and other such places. So you're located at a very fancy destination.
Yes.
Very good. And of course, we all know Fairmont Jaipur. You just overlook Amer Fort, and you are much sought after for weddings and mice. Both, unfortunately, have taken a hit because of COVID-19. I guess we'll have a lot to talk about, on that front. Smita, of course, represents Pullman Novotel, which in Delhi has established itself as quite a force to reckon with. Not only because of its rooms, but also because of its F&B business. I think there's some very interesting food and beverage concepts, but unfortunately we wouldn't be able to talk about it today. But I'm sure Smita, who's an award-winning housekeeper, she'll have a lot to talk about. So, coming straight to you, Smita, could you tell us, how did this whole COVID-19 pandemic change the way you work, change the way the hotels work? Can you give an insider's view of what's happening on the housekeeping front in your hotel?
Yes, sure, Sorish. Hello, everyone. Actually, this lockdown and this pandemic has really brought us all on knees, I mean, how fast we were going in 2019, the business and all that, we wouldn't wait. Suddenly, it just brought us to a very bad halt, if you think about it. It's not only we, but yes, hotel industry is really badly hit. I guess nobody really thought about it. I have stayed in the hotel all through the lockdown for 4 months at a stretch. So, yeah, without stepping out of the hotel at all. And I've really learned that, and that time the guests were also not many. It were just those standard ones. And then the Vande Bharat set started coming in, and all these quarantine guests and all that, 14 days first and 7 days later and all that. So no interaction with the guest and all. So it really has changed the whole outlook of mine, towards whatever the industry was and now what it is. What I've learned is that with very limited resources, we can still run the department very powerful. Because I've seen so many colleagues not being there. We all know that our colleagues few of them have lost their jobs, few of them are on rest and recuperation. So with whatever strength we have, I have learned that we can really, really run the hotel, maintain the assets. I have done it. I'm sure everybody must be doing it. And
sorry for the interjection, but how many how many rooms per person were you doing before COVID, and how many rooms per person are you doing now?
Before COVID, we were doing 18 rooms in Pullman and 22 rooms at Novotel. But
right.
But after COVID, we have started putting, I mean, what I have done, I don't know about other core hotels, but what I have done over here is I am putting them in pair. So they can manage 30 rooms, and it's
Okay.
only one person will be managing the bathroom, cleaning the bathroom, and one associate will be cleaning the bedroom. So there is no cross contamination. They will not touch anything, like the bedroom guy will not touch, anything in the bathroom, and the bathroom guy will not go and touch anything in the bedroom. So that way, and the guests feel very convinced about the whole thing. Pre-COVID, I would have never done this. But
That's right.
yes, this is also something that I have learned, that yes, it can be managed like this.
Right, right.
So one more thing
Right.
that I've learned very important is that whether it's luxury, whether it is whatever, like, lobbies and all that, aesthetics have taken really a backseat. I mean, it's important how it is presented, how it looks, but then sanitization has become very, very important in the hotel. That is what you can really sell the hotel to the guest, because if they see that, they feel very assured, very safe, and then they come. So because we have had a lot of show arounds, we have had this Zoom calls with the clients and all that, so that is also something that I've really seen, that these things have helped me, like the GMR over here at
Right.
the airport authorities and all that. I get onto the calls with them, and on the Zoom call, I take them to the rooms actually, and
Right.
show them how we are cleaning, how we are doing the hygienic cleaning and all that. So they are very convinced, and we get a lot of guests because of
Right,
that.
right. So, Deepti, I'll pan, from Delhi to Chennai, sort of going the opposite direction. So what are, I think Smita talked a lot about the concern the clients, the guests today have about the security, the health aspects of the hotel, the health and hygiene aspects of the hotel. Say in Chennai, like COVID was never really that big an issue. I mean, there was times when it was big, but now somehow, like in Delhi, everyone's talking about COVID today. Or in Bombay, it's been it's like almost been like a ghost that's been walking the streets of the city. And not in Chennai, there's not much of a fear, but is there still a demand from guests that the rooms must follow these WHO standards? And what are you doing to convey the sense of security to the guests?
So, like as Sweta told that, like COVID had hit the hotel industry a very very bad state, and yes, but it has learned us a lesson that all the sanitization process and all the hygiene procedures we have to take care of. And though the guests also demand, guests have a lot of expectations now in terms of hygiene and sanitization from the hotel. And the Chennai market, we have a lot of corporate bookings and the family bookings also. So they travel with their families, or they travel in for one night stay also. They have a lot of expectations in terms of sanitization and hygiene. So and as the like Novotel Chennai, so we had marked the social distancing areas also. So like we only two are allowed in elevators, or in terms of check-in also we have installed like separate counters for everything. And like for the ID card and everything, we take prior mail ID from them also, so that there will be no queue at the time of check-in also. So because it's a demand for the all the guests now, so that they all the hygiene procedures, and it's now a competitive market, so they just think it what other hotels are doing, and as part of Accor brand, what Accor is doing in terms of sanitization and safety. So we had a lot of things in terms of safety and sanitization, so as a part of All Safe also. So as a brand
What is
also.
this all safe? In fact, I just saw the Smita's designation also includes the term all safe, So,
Yeah.
what is all safe?
All,
AllSafe is a program, safety program run all through by Accor all over
Okay, okay.
worldwide. By like every hotel, every brand is having a program, safety program like Shield and things like that. Same
Right.
way, Accor has AllSafe, and we have to really achieve that label. I mean, what I am wearing is that I have achieved it. I'm sure even Deepti must have,
Right.
has achieved it, and that you get after a lot of inspection. You get it after all the safety measures are in place and hygiene
Right.
standards are in place, and only then you get it. And then they are tying up with Bureau Veritas also to come
Right.
and
Right.
do it. So it's a
Independent
safety
auditing.
program.
So there's
I beg
independent
your
audit
pardon?
happening. There's an independent audit happening
Yes,
also.
yes, it will be happening. Yes.
So, Deepti, you were talking about all safe, Now,
Yes.
Smita just explained what it is, but how do you convey that so much work is going on to your guests?
So at the time of the entrance only, like at time of check-in also, we have a separate check. Like we inform the guests that we have all safe officer dedicated in the hotel. So and like we have a social distancing marking also. Sanitizer has been installed in all the places in terms of floors, in terms of all the public areas, as well as like biohazard dustbins for every all place, which is a part of all safe audit also. So like it convinced the staff or the guest also that the hotel is safe and secure for the stay, and they have literally they will exceed the expectations according to the safety and
Right.
sanitization.
So, Samuel, Fairmont, as we know, I mean, for a housekeeper, it's quite a nightmarish proposition because it's such an extensive property, and you got you got big grounds also to look after. Of course, grounds are not much of a problem when it comes to COVID, but when you have a property as vast as Fairmont, and which is built like a fort palace. What are the challenges that you that you faced when you were asked to implement the All Safe program or whatever safety and hygiene program that you have in place?
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, so when it comes to luxury, we have got the team, we have all the departments has got club, and it got a responsibility for each one of us just to make it sure that whosoever is coming in, they should get a feel of that we are COVID free. So all the departments, we have got the leaders, we have got the team members who have helped us out just to make sure of that yes, there is a regular sanitization which is happening. So we have divided our sanitization for all the departments. So reception, they are taking care of the reception desk. So the restaurant, they are taking care of the tables and the buffet counter. So chef, they are ensuring of they are wearing a proper gloves and all, and they are just making sure of that the food which is getting prepared is hygienic for the guests. And for the rooms and public area, we are ensuring of that whosoever comes in the hotel, he should have a feel of that, this is a free COVID, and we can we are safe in this property. So if I talk about the trip advisor comments in the social media, if you will have a look of it, so most of the guest has actually has uh, mentioned it over there that property is well sanitized, it's very well maintained, and they feel that it was a nice leisure time which they have spent it at Fairmont Jaipur. So it is mostly, if I'll say, it is more of a teamwork. What we are doing it now, just to ensure of that the property is well maintained and well sanitized.
There are other things like people are very like I've seen Fairmont Jaipur has a lot of seating in the public spaces. What are you doing to sanitize those places? Like you got plush sofa sets, and you got you got also some dining chairs and tables. Are you sanitizing them regularly? What protocol do you follow for that?
Yes, for this we have got these extra manning. What we have got a contractual from the pest control team, whose duties and responsibility is to do the misting and sanitation for the public area as well as for the corridors. And for the rooms, they will be doing for all the departures, they will be making sure that they will be the first person who will be entering wearing a proper PPE, and they will sanitize the rooms, and that room will be left for at least 24 hours, and then we will be entering in just to make sure of that there is no infection inside the room.
Right. Okay. So that before we turn to Akash, Smita, I was wondering, you talking about the laundry, which is a very big part of your operations. What because laundry is a very critical checkpoint for any infections. So what are the protocols you're following in your hotel to absolutely make it feel safe?
Actually, this All Safe program, it does have an SOP, it has a standard operating procedure for laundry also, which we have only sat and done it and circulated it everywhere and things like that. So what we are doing is that right from the linen, the soil linen that is coming down, we cover it and get it down. And when we cover it, the cover is of different color, which reads soil, and we spray it with Virex and then get it down. It goes in a particular machine only. This is what we used to do when the quarantine quarantine people were there. We used to get it. We had dedicated machine over there for them, and only that washer and that dryer was used. But now we don't have that kind of business. So still we have followed the trolley protocol, but otherwise the machines are used, and nothing less than 80 degree. That is what we have to. That temperature has to be maintained, and the laundry manager is really quite strict about it, very stringent about it. And the linen that goes in a separate trolley with a separate cover, again sprayed with Pyrex and sent up. So this protocol is like, now it's become a practice. Nobody really defaults it. One of the best practices, you can say, it has come into vogue.
Because, frankly, I feel that what COVID-19 has done, it has made us look into aspects of the hospitality sector, which we never used to care about,
Actually.
And in fact, frankly, the housekeeper's role was almost invisible, but now it has become a critical function.
But Saurish, what has happened is that, okay, this pandemic happened and all that, it is a real unfortunate thing, but a thankless job like housekeeping has suddenly become center of the whole hotel and safety. Everybody is looking up to a housekeeper as though a housekeeper is a doctor. As an I think most officers are housekeepers. And anything that happens regarding COVID, or any guest that you find asymptomatic in the room or something, they first call housekeeper and says that this thing has happened. So I feel housekeeping deserved that kind of status, and that pandemic has given.
You finally got it. That's very good.
Yeah,
I've been a great admirer of housekeepers, because having seen the hotel industry from so close for so many years, I feel that chefs get so much importance, general managers get so much importance, but the people who actually do the nitty-gritty, who actually keep the ship running, they never get any notice. And the chief engineers,
but they have got noticed.
Frankly,
in this lockdown and all that, I have seen what importance housekeeping has got, because the housekeeping people are the soldiers who are really keeping everyone very safe.
And when you talk about the front line, you're the front line of the hotel sector, because you're interacting
and
with
housekeeping is such a thing, like air. Until and unless you don't have air and you don't get suffocated, you don't have importance of it.
Right. So, Mr. Chauhan, Akash, you have heard our housekeepers, you also heard Smita talking in brief about the laundry protocol they follow. Now, tell me, you were talking about some very interesting things you are doing at your end. Can you talk about what's happening in your company, and what are the new? Is your company also, introducing, new machinery, keeping into account the demands of the COVID-19 situation?
Yeah, first of all, very good morning to all of you. I'm Akash Chauhan from Axoni Systems Private Limited, and it is a manufacturing company for the all type of laundry and garment finishing equipments. We are so much dealing in all sectors, in hospitals, medical line, hotel industry, hospitality industry, food industries. So as you all of are frontline soldiers, as you are much more know about from me about the how to operate the laundry and how to do the wash to the clothes. So like throughout this past month, during the COVID, we are so much involved with the hotel industry. So in a hospital, there is so many COVID centers where we are supplied the machines and instruct to them that how to use the laundry and how to do the laundry. So as per WHO protocol, we are trying to convey to them that first of all, pick your all clothes into the one poly bag separately, and then dip into the hypochlorite for at least 1 to 2 hours. after dipping of the clothes, then you will put it into the washing machine for doing the washing. At least minimum you have to use 70 to 80 degree of temperature for washing the clothes. So minimum required. After that, you must have to use the drying tumbler process for the drying purpose, and as well as the ironing process. After that, there is no, there is no contamination will be in your clothes after using it, this procedure. And for as uh, right now, due to this after COVID, we are, making the tie-up and become the channel partner of Alliance Laundry System, which is the #1 group of America in the laundry system. So we are bring back to the brand Ipso from Europe in India. So we are here to launch our brand with the Alliance and the Ipso. And rest of the things, I know you all are knowing much better from us that how to do the laundry. So rest of this, tell me,
So
Mr.
the new line of machinery that you're going to launch, how
Yeah.
will that make life better for housekeepers or laundry managers?
It is the all. It is a type of all, fully automatic washer sector of high spin and low spin with the drying process and the ironing range. We have the complete range of, complete wash to dry and ironing and fold with all setup. So as uh, as Mr. Samuel is from Rajasthan, and we had very good clientele in heritage properties like Fort Rajwana, Fatehgarh, Hotel Zozabar. These are our clients, and like Mr. Smita's from Pullman. So before 2 years, we are exhibiting for over there for the laundry, if you know. Uh, and Mr. Deepthi is from Chennai. So we had our base office also in Chennai in Ambattur Real Estate. So in future, if you guys have any requirement regarding the laundry, so you can contact with us.
Sure, sure.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Of course, Smita, I know that you're under a time constraint and you have to leave soon. So now you've heard everyone, you yourself talked about it. The question that I'm now going to ask all of you is that, do you think this protocol will continue? Because it does put pressure on you. I mean, in fact, I would like to know a bit about the pressure it put on you to make the complete conversion to this, health protocol that you follow, safety and sanitization protocol that you follow. Now, tell me, what were the transition pains like, and do you think a lot of these protocols now will continue, whether there is COVID or not?
It will continue. Hygiene protocols will continue. Like there's one best practice that we have started here is we have our AC filters clean after every checkout. That is one, because we have individual FCUs in all the rooms, so we get it clean. And I think that should not even stop, because it's a very good thing. It becomes sneeze proof. It becomes like very less contamination. So that will follow. And this cleaning of the room by 2 people, that will follow. So these protocols will follow, because guests will still, vaccine, no vaccine, guests will still be very considerate about their health and their safety. This is
I
going
think
to
one thing, again, what COVID-19 is, it has made us very conscious of the safety and sanitation features of public areas like hotels.
and our immunity. Yes. Yeah.
So, and especially when you're talking about, regular cleaning of air conditioning ducts, that is like music to my ears, because I've been for a long time, lobbying for this.
We are resting the room for 24 hours, and once we are about to clean it, and when we go to clean it, engineering team is religiously coming and cleaning that and disinfecting that. That is a good practice that has come into it's. We used to do it maybe once in 10 days or something like that, but that was not enough. That is what I've come to. So we really did a lot of R&D when I was staying over here, and we did a lot of thinking. And then we came to the conclusion that we should stand this thing, because people like it. People, when they listen and hear about it, they're really very assured that we're taking care of it.
Now, one last question before you go. I was very intrigued with the fact that you were in the hotel for 4 months. It's like
4 months
almost
at a stretch. Not even one day I have gone home.
being in solitary confinement for 4 months. How did you manage it? What all did you do? Apart
There
from
was lots to do, Sorish. Believe me, there was lots to do because, really, I mean, it gave me a feel. We always feel that, I won't be able to do this, I won't be able to do that. But believe me, from the distribution of food, like, from that in the morning till the dinner thing, I was in operations. We did
Wow.
CSR in that. We did a lot of trainings. We did a lot of SOPs and all that. And we were maintaining the assets with the team. Team just started feeling that, like, I was, you can say I was like that mother. For everything they used to come to me. So it was quite, it kept me, going and very busy in that those 4 months. It was nice. But only thing was that hustle bustle you're so much used to. In the evenings, you really get into depression because such big property, such a big ship, and you see that, everything is, but then, you had that responsibility. So it kept me going.
I guess after that, it's Netflix or something like that,
Time ही नहीं मिलता था. Sorish, there was no time because we had to keep the team motivated. We had team activities with social distancing and all that, and all these things were going on. So it was quite a lot. Yeah,
so
it
good.
was not only housekeeping, but you're taking care of front office, F&B. There were a lot of things that I was doing. So, it made me feel like I'm a deputy general manager.
In fact, it's very interesting because a lot of the people who are listening in, who are participating as audience, most of them are non-hoteliers. They're vendors, they're students, but they're not actively involved in the hotel operations. For them, it's very important to understand how much you have to do to keep a hotel running, and hotel running according to the very high standards that have been set now. So I think you guys really deserve our hats off and our our sort of support
I really
good wishes.
I want to really cherish all the housekeepers, and I really want to thank them all.
That's right.
I mean, we are the ones who are like, I'm also part of that thing, but then I can imagine how the housekeepers must have really done others also.
Right. So,
like Shamuel, such a big thing, luxury thing. Even Dipti. I mean, there are them. It's a
I was surprised that such young people are handling such responsible positions.
Absolutely, but they done it so nice.
Shamuel looks like a boy wonder.
I know, really. And such a property is taking care of.
How old are you, Shamuel?
I'm 31.
Okay.
Only.
And Deepti, how old are you?
So you should not ask.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, fine. Well, you look very young, of course.
Yeah.
But
Sorish, thank you so much because I have never met my own Accor colleagues and counterparts, but on this forum I have met them. It's really nice.
Fantastic. That's so. Deepti, now coming to you, coming back to the fact. What are the lessons now, the safety and sanitary lessons that you learned, which you would like to now almost make it part of your routine, part of your SOP in the days ahead, in the months ahead?
So, after this COVID thing has learned us that even after we get checked out, so we are doing the cold fogging of the rooms, and after 24 hours. So which we're not doing this. So maintaining the security and safety of the staff also who are servicing the room. Plus we are making sure a PPE kit and all these gears and everything just to ensure that they will not come in direct contact with the contamination and everything. So and though we have doctors staying with us in early March, early April, May, June times. We are serving the doctors, so we are using the chemicals which is recommended by doctors also. So it really it's an experience to learn what all the safety and security procedures, all the sanitizing procedures, plus all people also taught us every day we are doing the all safe audit. All the we don't have one all safe officer dedicated. We have all the leaders are the all safe officers, all are responsible for all the all safe for the safety and security of the hotel, which is teamwork and commendable team. And
so you have something like a safety committee
Yes.
Yeah, sort of. Now,
Sorry,
Shyam,
sorry. Can I?
absolutely, no, you please, thank you for coming for
Thank you
this
so
session.
much. Thank you.
Your
Thanks,
presence is
Dipti,
always valued.
Shamal,
Thank you,
Akash. Thank
Mr.
you.
Smita, for joining us.
Thank you, Smita. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Bye. See you. Have a nice
Bye.
day.
Bye. Have a
Same to
nice
you.
day. Shamil, of course, Deepti talked about cold fogging and others. And before us, Smita talked about regular cleaning of air conditioning ducts. No, these are issues in a hotel like Fairmont, which are big, because your air conditioning, I've seen your air conditioning ducts, they like go on the miles and miles of air conditioning ducts. How do you do it? So give a little bit about your like day-to-day routine, what some like an insight from within, what are you doing?
Yeah, for us, we also feel of that. Yes, this is very important to take care of the guests, and for this, they are gonna stay maximum time in their guest room, in the guest room.
Yeah.
So we ensure of that all the rooms should be defect free, and apart from defect free, it should be well sanitized. So as I have said, we do the misting and then leave that room for 24 hours, and then we ensure of that every room need to be sanitized well. So we do take care of high touch point area. We do take care of the maintenance for the room. We ensure of that room gets sanitized, and that level of sanitation that should be on the main door to give a confidence to the guest. Yes, somebody has checked my room and he has placed that card. So this is what we do, and not only for the guest room, we do take care of the corridor. So from time to time, we have a checklist which we have introduced for this after this lockdown for this COVID. So this is not only for the front line, we do it for the back areas as well. So every time the areas are getting sanitized, and then we do the misting, and then high touch point areas, we are maintaining the social distancing. This is a confidence which we are giving to the employees as well. So they are now confident of to speak to the guest. No, our property is free and we are safe. So you need not have to be worried for anything. You can enjoy your leisure time and you can have a quality time with us.
Right, right. I think that is very important, making the guest feel assured, because it's one thing to do a lot of good things, and the other is to make the guests feel reassured that everything's all right,
Yeah.
that, Ashish, that brings me to like the laundry is sort of the hidden jewel of any hotel, and no one really bothers over the laundry till you send some clothes to the laundry, Now, tell me, what are the say new developments, whether the COVID related or not, what are the new developments in the laundry business that you'd like your colleagues in the hospitality sector to know about? And when do you think those new generation of machines coming in?
Uh, Actually, these all housekeeper teams, they are much more better know from us that how to do other things. But
Okay.
in the end, the range which we are take coming to the India, it is the world's number one. Everything is a higher productivity range. We have the complete range of washers, dryers, ironers, calendars, which are much more indulged with the hotel line. And one more, which is the one more thing we are introduced in the hospitality industry. It is the boot laundry system.
Mhm.
Now it is a built on operate transfer laundry, where hotel doesn't need to buy and procure the laundry and have to run the laundry. That all things you can put on that company which take the contract. We are
It's,
handling
it's,
it.
it's very interesting because what you're suggesting addresses another issue, another problem created by the pandemic. This is a resource crunch. People, hotels don't have money,
Yeah,
and so cost cutting is the biggest
biggest.
buzzword today. So I
Actually,
think what you're offering is, can you talk a little more about this?
hmm. Actually, sir, what we seen in the last few years, last few back years, that the hospital, when they buy or procure the laundry machine, it is very difficult to maintain that after sales, after procuring the machine, the maintenance, and these all labor and operations of the laundry, all over the the overloads of the laundry. So that all thing we will take care of that. You don't need to think about the maintenance of the machine. You don't need to about of the procure of the machine. You don't need to think about the the chemicals, how detergent you have to use. So that all thing we will procure in the service contract. We will provide you the laundry. You just only have to provide us the space and the electric loads and the provision of the water and the electricity. That's it. So there's the new things we are coming for the future now with the alliance and the Axoni.
So now, say under the system, say would a hotel say sign a 1-year contract or a 3-year contract with you, or like how does it work?
So it will be a minimum of 3 years of contract.
Three years. Okay.
Minimum 3 years of contract because there is so much of financial money will be involved.
Right.
If there is 100 rooms of property, so the minimum investment is comes around 50 lakhs, the machineries and all the things.
Right. Right.
So minimum contract period will be 3 years.
Right. But what you're offering is that you're saying that, okay, we'll take care of the servicing and maintenance for these 3 years, which is a very big load off the chest of the hotels, which are, giving you this contract.
No, we are very much, we are in this in this service contracting type of thing. We are since last 4 years, and but we are much more in the hospital. We are having the contracts of so many of hospital and medical colleges.
What about hotels?
But now we are comes into the hotel. We had also two hotels. We are currently work with the two hotels. It's one of the Jim Corbett Ramnagar. It is the Ahana Resort, and second is the Ananya Resort. So
Right.
these two resorts we are take care in the service contract, and in a hospital we have 4 properties. Like in Indore, it's Arvindo Medical College, and in institutions we have the IIMT College in Meerut, Ganganagar. So these 3 to 4 properties we are take care in the service contract. But now we are comes with the 5-star and 7-star properties into this contractual. For that we was tie up with the alliance because the star property they are much more concentrate on the international brand. They're
Right.
not giving much more preference to the Indian brands.
Right.
And we are the manufacturer, but we are the Indian manufacturer. We have the Indian brand of Axon.
So yours is a 100% Indian brand.
Yeah, we are 100% indigenous manufacturer. We have the complete range of washer and dryers and calendars, irons, and we are very good clientele in the heritage properties. Like as
Right.
I said earlier, says we have the with Fort Rajwada, Fatehgarh,
Right.
these all heritage properties, and we are already with us.
Right.
But now much more groups of Jain in the hotel industry wants to collaborate with them.
Right.
So for that we are comes with the alliance.
Right. You'd be happy to know a lot of heritage hoteliers are also are supporting the IC 2020, and many of them will be a part of the audience when this the webinar is finally webcast.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, the webcast is December, or it's on December 3rd, but it we may have to correct it. Of course, this is a pre-recorded session. And now, Deepti, as we draw to a close of this discussion, as a young professional, what are your takeaways from this whole crisis, and how do you think it has shaped your life? You're in a very fortunate position because you have your whole life ahead, and you've seen the biggest crisis any hotelier could ever have imagined. So how has it changed your life? How has it shaped your view forward?
Firstly, honestly, it's a great shock for me because once this COVID has hit the hotel industry very badly in terms of manpower and everything, and we were told to cut down the manpower and everything. It really a big challenge for the housekeeper to run the operations and everything because I think housekeeper work is not dependent on the occupancy or anything. And housekeeper work is for every day. It's like 365 housekeeper has to work. So yeah,
because the hotel, the rooms have to be kept clean. Whether the guests
occupied, we have to do that. So it's housekeeper work is like 365 days. Even it's full, even it's vacant, all no occupancy. Though it's like really a good learning for the staff also to keep motivated in terms of social distancing and norms and everything. And to ensure the safety and security of the staff, we ensure that we have a dedicated OSIP officer to train them in terms of all the SOPs which are come from the core policies, corporates and everything. So, like me, myself, and the all my housekeeping team has really run the show in terms of sanitization and of the high touch point areas, in terms of all public areas, in terms of cold fogging of misting of the guest floors and everything. And it is really
Right,
the guests also who were staying in,
right,
and they
right,
also shared the feedback
right,
in uh, TripAdvisor and all the
right.
reviews comes, and they also appreciate the who are working very hard in terms of all the sanitization process.
That's right. So I mean, I think it has prepared you for the worst. Not
Yeah,
in, if you say 30 years of working life ahead of you, you've seen the worst. You can't get any worse than this.
yeah.
So that's
But like kuch bhi ho jaye, like we are ready for it.
fantastic. That's a very good spirit. But it's rather sad. A lot of your young associates, your colleagues, unfortunately lost their jobs, and so I mean, are people coming back to the workplace after the hotels are reopened, or is it still a very low? Like in terms of employment, it's still not 100%.
Yeah, it's still not 100% because of uh, done like revenue. It depends on the revenue. It's all the team. But I'll probably by next year, January, maybe
Yeah,
2020 will be a good year, and we'll have full manning. And
that's right.
I have the staff. We have the staff, and we'll ensure that they are motivated and ensure that all the protocols, all safety protocols are followed. Because housekeeping is the
Right,
key department in all the hotels.
right.
So that I think if the as staff are motivated and staff ensure that they are in the COVID free hotel, so they can get.
Right, right. So now, Shamuel, the same question. Again, you're a young professional. You have got, conservatively speaking, at least 30 years of working life left. And maybe more. So again, what are the lessons you've learned, and what is the future hold for you?
For me, I feel of that we have got the opportunity to maintain the property during the lockdown. Yes, we were having less manning, but we have got the multitasking team members who were taking care of the property during the lockdown. So, like for my laundry team, they are well, they are. They now can take care of the horticulture, and same goes for my public area who can work on the for the guest room. So it is a
So,
multitasking.
in fact, horticulture for you is a very big. I mean, how many acres of lawns and do you have in the hotel?
It's 11 acres.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, if your team also does horticulture, that's a big thing,
Yes.
sort of.
Yeah. It's a great learning for the team members
Right,
in terms of self development, and also
right,
for making them as a. If I talk about the group, they can be a future leader in the coming years.
right,
So, and they also feel of motivation comes to them because we feel of confidence on these guys, and they feel proud of that. Yes, his managers is taking care of them, and they will be multitask for the future as well. So there
right.
is yes, there is self development for them as well as betterment for the company as well. So
Fantastic.
so I take proud in saying that
Yeah,
we have got all our team members back.
right,
During the lockdown, the company has taken the initiative of keeping them in R&R, and we
right,
were paying them 30% of their salary sitting at their home. So they
right,
have got a confidence of that, yes, my company is taking care of us, and we should
right,
be coming up for the guests. So we are
right,
dependent on the guests. Yes, we have
right,
lost many business which were pre-booked, but yes, we are hoping so that next year we will be doing much better, and
right,
the same team will go with the same spirit, and they will be making sure of that whatever loss we have done it in this year, we will overcome with those in the
right.
coming years.
So it's very good that you like what you're saying is your company has been a caring company. Despite the losses, I mean, one way to deal with such situations, you just bench people and forget about them, But the fact that they were sent on R&R at least shows that, the company did not just discard people and wash their hands off them, It's a very positive note to sort of wind down today's discussion. So, Deepti, what are the other skills you learned apart from in this post-lockdown? Did you learn new skills? Did you like horticulture or something like that? Or
Samuel has said that my all team has when the lockdown started, like in terms of horticulture, in terms of marble polishing, in terms of everything, they are multitasking. So like my public area, they were doing all the horticulture work. They are, like floor people are doing the laundry work and everything. So it's a great self-development for them also. For like they've been trained everywhere now. They are ready for everything.
So you now know as much about the laundry as you know about the in-room sanitation procedures.
We don't have an in-house laundry, so we are sending
Okay.
to hotels. So, but we ensure that every week, me and myself and the all the officer, we do the all safe audit in the other hotels also.
Okay.
So, we are also following all the our standard policies in terms of sanitization of the
Right. How many Novotels are there in Chennai?
now hotels three.
3. And Accor hotels in general? How many?
6.
6. Okay. So fantastic. So Akash, as you see that there is a lot of demand, I think there will be demand for laundry, which will be growing. Also, I don't know whether people are talking about now sharing laundry facilities. Different hotels coming together and having a common laundry facility, and also outsourcing the laundry services for others. Say say for office employing 10,000 people needs laundry services, they can always go to a hotel and get it done. I mean, are you also looking at those scenarios?
No, actually, in some properties, they are doing outsourcing of the
Right.
laundry. But as far I feel, and
Yeah.
I get the observation from the hotel that they cannot maintain the standard of the linen if they are doing outsourcing. So we are if they are doing the outsourcing, the same amount they are paying to for the outsourcing. So it's better if they have the space to
Right.
make your in-house laundry and make your linen standard to the upper level and make the all hygienic and disinfection in your hotel.
Right. Right.
So it is my opinion. And
That's
in the end, the one thing is only that in the hotel, sanitizer should be each and every corner. 2 गज की दूरी, mask है जरूरी, keep it there and be safe.
बहुत बढ़िया बात कही आपने. Thank you so much. It was really. I mean, I love these sessions with housekeeping because one knows so little. You're like a secret world of magicians, and who sort of do all the little things behind the public gaze. And it's so nice to see that you're doing such interesting and important things. You're really the front line, as I say, of the hospitality sector's response to COVID. Our salute to you, and thank you for all the good work you're doing. I hope more and more young people get enthused to join housekeeping, seeing people like you. And they don't only want to become chefs, you appear on television programs, So on that very, optimistic note, I bring today's session to a close. Thank you for being so responsive, and hope we'll meet soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.